Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my probably highest requested video of all time, and that is everything to do with my hair. Literally just title this everything about my hair in big bold capital letters so that if you guys ever want to know about my hair, you can go straight to this video. So I'm going to get straight into styling my hair, and I'm going to discuss with you guys sort of everything to do with my hair while I'm going. That way you can see how I get my curls at the same time as sorry if that just moved a little bit. My camera was already full. But while I'm styling it, I'll tell you guys everything you need to know about my color, my cut, where I go, how I do it, what products I use, etc. So let us jump straight into it. I'm going to start brushing my hair. Literally, look at the state of this brush. Nala has chewed it to oblivion. So I washed my hair yesterday and it's a little kinky and gross because I went to the gym this morning. So it's a little bit oily already, which isn't ideal. Can you guys see? I don't want to be like slouched and hunched. Let me see if I can figure out a way. Yeah, that's higher. First things first, I take my Ghd Glide, and I just want to say from the get-go, none of this is sponsored. Like, not any of this. You guys know I work with Ghd, but this isn't a video that I'm doing with them. And I just get rid of all the kinks that are in my hair because, like I said, I've been wearing it up and it's sort of just looking a little ratchet, you know? Hi Nally, how are you, my love? I don't have a mirror, so this is going to be a little difficult. But yes, so none of this is sponsored, which I don't feel the need, like I should even have to say that, because I would like to think that you guys know I don't accept sponsorships from stuff I don't use. I'm very, very, very lucky in that I get to work with brands continuously that I love over and over again, and that I genuinely use. But needless to say, I know a lot of you will ask, and no, this isn't sponsored. So yes, I just will glide this through to get rid of the kinks. I'm not trying to straighten it obviously, but I feel like before I curl it, if I have kinks, it doesn't look as like flowy and seamless. It just looks a little bit frizzy almost. See how it just makes your hair nice and sleek and shiny? That's how I like to start off before I do my curls. This is my everyday, what I have in my Instagram pictures, what you guys always ask. I'll insert a few pictures here so that you guys can see the style that I'm referring to. I've shown you guys how I do this before, like that. And then I'll section this into two. Now I've already warmed up the straightener that I will use. I use the straightener from Ghd again. This one is my favorite of all of the straighteners. They're all good and they all perform just incredibly, but my favorite for my curls, I don't know what it is about the Eclipse, but this one curls my hair like to perfection. And I don't know whether it's the outside or it's basically the Ghd Platinum Plus, but I think it's called the Eclipse. And it just, for some reason, works so well on my hair. So I take a chunk of hair sort of like this big, this thick. I start from the top, flip it over the back and pull it through. And it basically just creates a curl. No matter what curler I use and how long I hold it in my hair, just for some reason, straightener curls last so much longer in my hair. I'll explain it one more time and then we'll get chatting. Make sure you brush through so it glides through smoothly. You start the straightener at the top, wind it over the back of the straightener, twist it and pull it through. All the way to the bottom. And twist it out. Okay, so basically the majority of the questions I get from you guys is all about my cut and my colour, and I guess what products I use to keep my hair so soft. So let's start with my hair cut. I go to Stavros in Paddington. He is at Valence Hair Cutters. Valence. And I've been going to him for like not that long, but probably the last 3 times I cut my hair, which I cut my hair every sort of 6 months, I've gone to him. What I ask for when he cuts my hair is long layers. So I love to have a little bit of layering in my hair because I think that it creates a really nice bouncy wave when you have long layers, but I don't like short layers because I don't like having, you know, heaps and heaps of bits that are uneven, because basically essentially what I want is to look like I've got a blunt cut and have really thick ends, but then also have the layers there to still frame my face. I cut it sort of, yeah, every like 6 months, and I give it a big chop. I get rid of the ends every single time he cuts it, and we cut like a big chunk off just to keep it really healthy on the bottoms. Otherwise you'll find your hair will start to die and like look really ratty and just uneven. So my main concern with my hair when I want it cut, I want it to look super healthy and vibrant and shiny all the way to the bottom, and as soon as it starts getting quite dull down there, that's when I will go for a haircut and chop it all off. And it's always really sad because you get so far with the growth and then you're like, oh my god, I've just chopped off like half of it. But trust me, it's worth it. If you guys are wanting to grow your hair, give it the big chops and it will honestly help it grow and make it look so much healthier. I also don't like the look of, I'll insert a picture here of how long my hair used to be when I was in school. I loved that while I was at school, sure, but I don't like the look of that on me now. I go for medium length long hair these days, as opposed to, because I know I can grow my hair like to my butt easily. Like if I left it and didn't cut it for another few months, it would be down to my butt. But I like that look of that really thick, healthy, medium long hair. So yeah, I'm going to speed up this bottom portion and then we're going to get to the top and start talking about products and colour. Oh my god, take my hairbrush. Oh my god. Okie doke, so now I'm going to take the top section of my hair, put it over here, brush through. And I'm doing exactly the same thing, but for some reason I'll start from the back and work my way forward now. I just find that way I don't forget any of the back stuff and then I can work on the framing of my face. So now about my colour. This one unfortunately is mostly genetics, because I would say that like this portion of my hair is natural and then we just put a few highlights in. I've been to Michael, so I go to get my colour done at Michael at Edwards & Co. With Michael at Edwards & Co. And I've been to him twice in the last like few years. I don't dye my hair regularly at all. We do, I guess, like sort of like a balayage highlights, so that I don't get like intense regrowth. Like it's very natural. It's like a honey blonde. But if you're wanting something similar, Michael just is incredible. Like he has so many, I'll link his Instagram down below. He's got so many before and after pictures that you're just like, oh, by the way, I'm changing this technique. So I'm now going with my hair straightener down and flipping it over the back and pulling through. That way it frames away from the face. So yeah, I'll link his Instagram down below and you guys can see how incredible some of his before and afters are. Like he does a lot of incredible highlights. But for me, it's not like a regular thing. Like I don't go in and get my hair dyed all the time and ask for specific things. It's just like my natural hair mixed with like a few little honey highlights. And when I ask him to do my hair, what I say is like, I want it to be honey, I want it to be bright, I want it to be natural. So you can see like with my hair, it's still natural, but it's just got a bit of brightness. And I haven't done this, God, when was the last time I dyed my hair? I can't even remember. It was like a long time ago, last year. Maybe like, I can't even remember. But I'm going to go back to him soon because I'm going to get it just brightened up a little bit before Coachella. So I think I'll bring you guys along when I do go, and then he can explain more, I guess, in depth what he does to my hair. Because I might just vlog so that you guys can see. But I never really know how to answer it because I know that it's like what my natural hair would look, my natural hair would like pretty much look like this anyway because it lightens up in the sun a lot in summer. So, but when I do go in, I just ask for a bit more brightness and a bit more of a honey caramelly blonde, do you know what I mean? As opposed to like a bright white light blonde. I like it to be really I like it to be like skin colour, which is so weird. I like to just look skin colour all over. I wear my lips the same colour. I wear my hair the same as my skin. Like I just love to look like beige all over. Right, so next for products, I'll just finish this quickly and then we'll talk about products. Okay. So that's what we have. And I don't really like to brush my curls out. I actually really like the look of having like not beachy waves. I like the glamour sort of waves. But that's literally how I do my hair. And I've shown you guys this before, but I go tighter now as opposed to just having the flicky look. I go for tighter curls. Now quickly for products, because this video will be very long. I wash my hair with the Olaplex No. 4 shampoo and 5 conditioner. That's what I use on I was gonna say daily basis, but I don't wash my hair daily. This is what I use when I wash my hair, and I probably wash my hair every 3 days. So maybe like twice a week I'll wash my hair. They are incredible. I've used so many shampoos and conditioners before, and those are my favorite by far. They make my hair so silky. And I also use, like when my hair needs a really good treatment, I use the Olaplex No. 3 or No. 2. I'll link it down below, whichever one I use. I use that treatment and I'll leave that usually in my hair for like 6 hours. If my hair is getting really oily, I'll chuck, and I can't be bothered to wash it, I'll chuck the treatment in, slick it back. Then the next time I wash my hair, like the next morning or that night or whatever, I will wash that out. So that treatment I keep in for a long time. A treatment that I use in the shower, which isn't like one that I keep in like my Olaplex for hours, is the Christoph Robin Regenerating Mask. This one I'll leave, if my hair's feeling really dry, I'll leave this in my hair for probably like 3 minutes in the shower and wash it out, and I'll do that instead of conditioner. Then I'll always use a hair oil. So the one that I love and I always come back to, which I couldn't find in my last video but I found and I used today, well yesterday when I washed my hair, and it's called the Wella Professionals Oil Reflection Smoothing Treatment, and that's what it looks like. And this one is amazing. I've used it for years and I've always loved it. I love putting like an oil on the ends of my hair. Just stops like any frizziness. I don't really get frizzy hair, but it just makes it really smooth. I have my Ghd hair dryer, which I will like, what's it called when you just quickly dry it? Like give it a something dry, a quick dry, or I don't know, something dry, buzz dry, something, where I'll blast dry. Oh, I'll blast dry it a little bit. I'll leave my hair up in a towel for ages, let it just dry until it's damp. When I let it out of the thing, I'll wash it, brush it, put the oil in, and then I'll give it a blast dry with my Ghd hair dryer, and then I'll just leave it to air dry. Because I don't really like, unless I'm getting a blow dry from a hairdresser, I won't bother blow drying it. So yeah, that's everything about my hair. Gosh, is there anything else? Sprays and stuff, I use just a whole heap of whatever I've got. Like I've got random, there's not really one that I've ever used that I'm like, oh my god, I love this. Like I've kind of always been like, about hair sprays. I sometimes use, when I'm being good and remember, the Ghd Heat Protectant spray, but I always forget to do that just because I literally just forget. And I don't really have to hairspray this because it just stays. If I do my hair with my curler, I'll probably have to chuck a bit of hairspray in there, but this one just stays. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and it wasn't a letdown, because you guys have been asking for it for so long. Actually, not even so long, but so much. Just so many of you guys want to know. And while I'm at it, I'll just chuck it in this video. Nala is a Pomapoo. I've said it quite a few times, but I don't know, maybe people are just missing it. She's a Pomapoo. Pomeranian poodle. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Woo! You crazy! Oh, high fives. I just love you.